Well, people often ask us, what kind of shop space do I need to run a door renew business? We like to say, start small and grow as the business grows. If you can start in your garage, we encourage that. And here you can see in this particular location did start in the garage. Part of the garage at first, then filled the whole thing up, and then we eventually had to move out of the garage because we just had too much work. So we rented some space in a light industrial complex. It was an old factory that had been divided up into various shops. Had about 800 square feet, quickly outgrew that, added another one. One of them we used for stripping and sanding, the other just for finishing. Well, we outgrew that, and we added even more space. So let's take a look at that space right now. So there's founder Matt Eggenberger as he's welcoming us into what is the finish area of the shop. And here we are, we've just unloaded this door, and we're going to walk it, or roll it through the finish area into the strip and sand portion of the shop. That area is actually one of the original two that we had. And so we're going to round the corner here, and we'll pick things up here in just a second in the stripping and sanding area. And here we're taking just a quick panoramic view of that. Doors don't spend much time here. You know, they're stripped, they're sanded down. If there's any repairs to be made, that takes place here just to get them ready for the stripping and sanding. And this is just the same shop, just from a different perspective. You'll notice the door that separates the two shops is, we put that there intentionally. That's a door that we use for training. It has everything we need. It has a door, side lights, and a transom. And if we can't get out in the field for whatever reason, we can do training on this door. If we look at that door from the other side, as you see there, on the left you see that fiberglass door. We also use that for training. Well, now we're in the finishing area, and these doors are getting stained. You'll notice the stain pads underneath on the floor. We want them to dry there before we dispose of them. But in this area, we put the stain on the door. When they're done, they move into that room in the back that you saw, and this is what we call the clean room. And this is where we put the varnish on. It's sticky, tacky, and we want to keep as little dust as possible in contact with them, so we have what we call this clean room. You may have noticed the integrated vacuum system on the back. For doors that we're doing both sides, we have a special door flipping system. And you can see that door is on such a system rather than just on sawhorses. And when we're doing both sides and they're on the flipper, we suspend them from each end. And we like to put the door on edge when we can, just so we don't get any bowing or warping of that door. So there we're looking at the clean room, and outside of it we have an area just set aside for our employees. Just a little break room for them, a place for them to get take their breaks and lunch. We also use this facility for training, and so here we're walking into the classroom that we use. Most of our training is done in the field or in the shop, but some of it is classroom, and so we have a special room just set up for you when you come to training to learn those classroom things. There's a quick view of the room. And so, as I mentioned, most of our work is done in the shop or the field, but we do have work that does need to be done in a classroom setting. For instance, you're taking orders, entering estimates, following things through on the computer. That door you see has several lock sets on it. We spend a decent amount of time on hardware of all sorts because you're going to see all kinds of hardware in the field, and it's nice to have some exposure to it. Of course, we have manuals for everything, and as we go through training, we refer to them and make sure you are completely equipped so that the following week you're ready to do work. So our wall of fame, franchise owners from various parts of the country, and you know, we'd love to see your picture on this wall. So we hope Door Renew plays a part in your future, and we'd love to talk to you more about it. So give us a call. Let us see what the next step is. We'd love to get you to Cincinnati, to this facility, for what we call a Discovery Day, so you can learn more about Door Renew. So thanks so much for your time. Look for our contact info at the end of this video. Thank you.